First of all, thank you very much, Marco, for giving me the opportunity to speak in this conference. So Au10tix, we're a bit of an interesting company. If you look basically what we are an AI machine learning image processing company. We deal with the issues of screening IDs, any government official ID, any biometrics from a face point of view, and utility bills. We add on top of it now layers of data screening to give a full suite of onboarding solution. We come basically from an interesting place. Our root is in airports. We spun this technology 10 years ago from an airport security company called ICTS, and that's basically is our core DNA. We're very good on fraud, of course. We transitioned to the cloud about 9 years ago. As I said, we use second-generation ID authentication based on technology, AI technology, and machine learning. And we're 55 people. Most of it is based in Tel Aviv. What makes us unique in the market where we play with? And in the last couple of years, we've seen a few players penetrating our sector because data is not good enough anymore. So basically, we are 100% automated. We have no people in the back end, like many of the other solutions provide. Basically, they do offshoring to different places around the world. Neither they don't need to install anything in the front end. Basically, we're an API-based company. The full process takes less than between 4 to 8 seconds. We are global and multilingual, so we deal with everything from Cyrillic, Chinese, Japanese, Hebrew, and some other fonts. Very good on forensics. That's where we're coming from. Our ability to deal with poor images, because the mobile industry and also the web industry provides poor images, and we give actionable reports. So if there's a problem, our users can know what to do with it, and because we work in a real-life environment, they can communicate with the users while the user is on the application. Patent-wise, we have 6 granted patents. We have 16 pending. We've been writing patents for the last 10 years, so I would say we're ahead of the curve in anything else that exists in the market. Client base. We have an interesting story because this technology exists for many years. Only around like 2008, 2009, we understood that the business is not in immigration, the business is in financial services, and it was very much scanner-based business. We were soul-seeking for a long time, and we're making a few mistakes in the process, like any other company. But once we basically pivoted to the online space, and we built a SaaS solution, and in 2014, when we went to the cloud, because Google was our first cloud customer, we started growing nicely. By the way, we are self-funded, so we don't have any VC money at the moment to back us up on our growth, so everything is organic. We have global customers, so we don't really care where the customer is coming from. We have customers from New Zealand, Australia, Japan. Korea is missing here, but we also have our first customer in Korea, Israel, Africa, Europe, US, and LATAM. Some of our customers, Payoneer was our first customer in 2013. Some of you already know them, but we play across the board from payments to banks to credit cards to sharing economy, and I think the names speak for themselves. Contracts. So we usually start with a 12-month contract. And what we see in the last couple of years, since we've been providing a relatively good service, we see contracts moving from a 1-year contract to a 3-year contract, and you see here the growth of our 3-year contracts. We have secured revenue until the end of 2021. We've been profitable since Q4 2017. As you see in the numbers, it took us a while to get there. But once we hit the threshold and we started growing, so the business is growing rapidly. For the last raise, we grew 100%, and this year will grow at least 200%, and we're making very good margins on that business. Again, it took us a while to build the right model. We are transaction-based, so the more our customers use us, the more we get paid, and that's basically it. Where do we think the industry is going? So we started, our core was image processing, was the documents, what you see in the airports. We are very customer-oriented, so we listen to our customers and we hear to what they're asking for. So a couple of years ago, when mobile banking started picking up, they said, okay, give us face biometrics. We are great believers in buy and not build technologies, but unfortunately, we couldn't find any good biometrics that we can license, because one of the reasons that we try working with some of the players working in the airports, but they only can work in clean environments where you control the image, the source of the image, which is the camera, and you can also control the source of the image in the document. So we also started developing our own biometrics capabilities about 3 years ago. It's been fully deployed in some of our customers on a heavy scales. We're going to start augment our solution together with open banking capabilities. We're already talking with a few partners on that point of view. Until about a year ago, we haven't really monetized on the data that is running via our system. Just to give you a bit of perspective, when our customers connect to our API, they hit our system, we do the cleaning, we do the processing, we give them the answer back, including the parsed data, so we can do also autofill, and then we delete everything. So we don't, until now, we just done the processing, we haven't done any behavioral transaction, and we're starting now to develop these tools now that we've grew our customer base. Building a blockchain platform. Basically, because until now we haven't saved anything, we think that from that point of view, blockchain can be a very good tool for us to store some of the data. Everybody knows about the hacks being going on, so we think that might be a way for us to develop this. And until now, we didn't really have sales. We grew organically. It was much of a word of mouth. As I said, we don't really have offices outside of Israel, and we're looking to start building offices in Asia. That will be our first market, and then Europe, US, and also Africa, which is a fascinating market because it's pure mobile. They're jumping straight to the mobile devices, and in that respect, that's where they see our strength in helping them. That's it for today. Thank you very much for your time. If you have any questions, you have our emails.
Thank you so much.
Marco, thank you very much.
Really appreciate it.